Sorry for that. Let's start again, and we'll start briefly by the drama in Nyabohanse. So if you are on the other video, you can actually join me here, because this is just a continuation of what I had started, only that it was interrupted by a call, and mistakenly I pressed ending of the live stream. So thank you guys for your love and your presence. I had several people who are watching before it was disrupted. You can still follow me here. Thank you. So we were starting from that conflict because it was just a new idea, yeah, with a lot of noise here. Guy, hey, I didn't expect this of Marwa actually, because I think he's the most sensible person here and reasonable. I've seen on the comments somebody saying Mogesi did it wrong, but Mogesi is just a small kid who finished Form 4 the other day. And even though I'm not giving excuses for him, I expect Maro here to behave, you know. And Grip, of course, was there, and Komo was there. I don't know why it went up to the extent of people physically fighting, you know. And that is a fight that was unnecessary. And then we saw a camera being taken. I don't know. Marwa did not know at first that it was being recorded. Then when he realized, he decided that he will go with the camera. Hey, guys, you people with Nyabohanse's drama, unexpected, unbelievable drama. And of course, people will be making a lot of reactions on this, because actually, Marwa is a brand here with about 500 plus followers, you know, or subscribers. So what exactly pulled him into these emotions? Because I don't understand. If anything, people have been indicating that he's going to lay claims or arrests or rather cases on some people. So of course I did not expect that this fight could go this far. Thank you so much, 9 people on board. Give me a like. You can chat also. I was doing on the other side before it was disrupted by a call. BD Ahad, hi, how are you? Give me a like, please. You can give me a like as we proceed. But the drama I've just seen here, hey, I didn't expect it in Marwa's presence. I did not expect it. Thank you so much. There are about 14 people on the platform, 16. Thank you so much for your love. And let's see this. This was a battle, you know. Marwa fighting with this young man, Mogesi, and the rest. So Marwa had picked the camera and he was not returning. So the man, Mogesi, was demanding for the camera. And Marwa had said that no matter what, he will not have it back. Even a rich Walid Sobani, that is a fight in the village of Nyabohanse, of course. Marwa, I think you know Marwa very well, a famous traveler from Nyabohanse. Hi, Ivan Rich. Hi, Walid Saboni. Give me a like, please, for your love. So, Ivan Rich, what is happening is a fight that erupted within the village of Nyabohanse, of course, with Mogesi. If you know, Mogesi is a very young boy who finished Form 4 just 2 years ago. And then we have Marwa, a famous travel, somebody almost 40 years. And with almost 500 plus subscribers. So he begins a fight, and hey, thank you so much, Walid Saboni. You can give me a like on the thumbs up on the video, because I can only see one there. I don't know if it is you who did it. Thank you so much for your love. I really appreciate. Didi Ahadi, you can give me a like too. And we have Ivan Rich. Thank you so much. Thank you for your love. Thank you so much. Thank you. May God bless you. So that was a fight in the village, by the way. And so these people are fighting over because they don't have clear roads in Nyambohanse. When you go to that village, a lot of YouTubers, a lot of people were making progress, people building so big houses, but then the roads are wanting. It's like they don't have demarcation, because I've bought different pieces of land. I normally see that you are supposed to be shown a route, and that route should be big enough, with people offering space up to the main road, you know. Ivan Rich says, so younger fella attacked an older person. It was kind of a fight. We cannot actually say who attacked who, because if I show you that video, given that we are watching from a video and not from a real life situation, what happened is that there was a bicycle, or rather a motorbike on the road. Then these people are transporting material to the farm. So the driver kind of ran into another piece of land. Hello, Kevin. Welcome on board. Thank you so much for joining us in the live stream. At least today we have various people coming on board. Yeah. Hello, entertainment for us. Thank you, Walid Saboni. Thank you so much. Okay, Kevin, my moderator, is here. You can actually engage our members here, appreciate them. So many of them have given us likes, and they are really engaging in the chats. Thank you so much for your love. So guys, you saw that fight, and I was like, oh, that fight is a funny one, because now, you know, these people are YouTubers and they make content from fights. They make content from their daily life. So Marwa, as a traveler, he is now overseeing the project of the sister construction of the villa. If you know what it means, you know. I don't know whether you understand. You understand what? DEE MWANGO. Do you? I don't know if you understand. So the construction is in a village, so the roads are not clear. So he uses this road, and of course there is no clear way. So he steps in somebody's field, and that person begins to complain, but then he begins a fight. And Mogesi, of course, being very vocal, he comes in and they begin to fight. And given that he was recording, Marwa picks his camera and says he will not hand it over, and the fight begins, guys. Hey, Walid Saboni is here. Yeah, so thank you so much, Kevin, for coming in the house. And we really appreciate your presence. So today we are focusing on discussing facts surrounding DEE MWANGO. DEE MWANGO at some point. Thank you from USA, Ivan and Rich. Here I'm in Kenya. And lots of love. Thank you so much. Hi, and Rich, Ivan. Hi to Valid Saboni too. You can also make friends on the chat. We normally allow you people to make friends as you tune in and listen to what we are doing here, because it keeps you here for some while, you know. So this huge fight in Nyabohanse has created a lot of reaction from positive and negative reactors. I don't know what you feel about this. Should people fight over a road that has not actually been demarcated by the government, or should they have mutual agreements? That is what I feel, that they should have mutual agreements instead of fighting and creating drama, you know. Yeah, so guys, it was a funny one. Now let's get to DEE MWANGO. DEE MWANGO, you know very well that she has this boyfriend from Poland whom she has never shown the face for. So in her video yesterday, she came about showing that she's really appreciative. The mother has had the live stream, or rather on live, on camera. The mother has at least talked to the mother to this boy in Poland. So here is the video. She's so much in airs about that. Yeah.
Now onto a bizarre
so let's see this.
Kapinguria police station in West Pokot County have confessed to abducting,
That's
killing.
A disruption. There's a disruption there. Let's get to that video that I wanted to show you.
A search party of 7 set out to find them.
Yeah, so this is the video. Let me show you what happened here. Let me show you this latest episode from DEE MWANGO. You know, I normally make reactions about her because she is somebody who is very popular in Nyabohanse. But there's a lot to talk about, both positive and negative. So in the live stream she did just some few hours ago, this is what was unveiled. Let's see this one here. We learned about Coco Mama yesterday, of course. Yeah, so there's this video here I want you to see. And of course, DEE MWANGO, DEE MWANGO, not mango. Walidi Saboni is saying mango. No, it is DEE MWANGO, a name from Kuria, the border of Kenya, right? So here we can actually see that DEE MWANGO is in airs, showing the mother something about the boyfriend. And you know why it becomes a matter to discuss? DEE MWANGO has really been hiding this boyfriend, yeah, for a long time. And people are demanding, show the face, show the face. And she has never shown the face, by the way. And as long as many reactors have been trying to create pictures of that boyfriend and post it, it has never come out clearly what this boyfriend is. So let's look at this. It's taking a while to come by, but I'm going to show you that video as she's going with the mother to the farm. This one here. All right, so
You know what?
so I don't know in your culture, what is your expectation? For example, you can keep discussing and showing us, for example, what do you expect?
How are you?
So here,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Marahaba, I'm good.
Very good. Wish you a good day.
Okay, thank you. How are your parents?
Very good. One of them right here. The same hairstyle. Wow.
Yeah,
Very beautiful. Wow. Perfect.
like mine.
My God. Come on, home. Oh, come on.
How are you?
Ahoy.
Okay, thank you. What language? What did you say, Mama? Yeti, uko poa.
Yeah.
Funny.
What means I'm fine.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I'm okay.
My mom is so surprised to speak good Swahili, uko poa. You are so vast. You are so vast in Kiswahili. How did you know all this?
Because your daughter, she's an educator. That's how.
Okay. Thank you. We appreciate that.
This one thing, hi.
Okay. His mom. Oh, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good. Pleasure to see you.
Okay.
Vitamfanya ya kitamu.
She doesn't speak English, but she's happy to see you.
I'm also happy to see her.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you. Yeah. My mom is saying you have a beautiful mother. She's so beautiful. Yeah.
so guys, that was it. DEE MWANGO was so much anxious, or rather not even anxious, she was overwhelmed with emotions because she is talking to the mother-in-law and her boyfriend, and she had to bring it on camera. You know, this is one of the things she really takes a lot of excitement in, because a lot of fans keep asking about the boyfriend. So in this video, DEE MWANGO came showing us the mother to the boyfriend. What amazed me is that she said that the boyfriend does not have pictures of her parents in this era, you know, guys. And I was like, are you so sure? Guys, those who are here, can you avoid showing a picture of your mother to anybody? Maybe those who are, especially people you are interested to marry or something like that. That was my key question, because I expect that given that they are in a relationship, DEE MWANGO is in a relationship with this Polish guy, she would easily see the pictures of the mother-in-law and father-in-law before even going physical to meet them. But here is what she tells us. Let's listen.
Tell her to come and greet us in Africa.
Yeah, one day, one of the fine days, she will.
Okay, thank you. My mom always asks me for the pictures, then I'm like, I don't have the pictures. At least today she has seen your mom.
Because I don't make pictures, that's why.
Yeah, not so much.
DEE MWANGO says not so much, but the reality come to camera. Now, guys, why do you think somebody would refuse to come to camera if he's courting you? You know, people have had several reasons saying maybe he's hired, some saying he's into a rock business, that he has maybe several girlfriends. What do you think, guys? Kevin, Walid Saboni, Evan Rich, Walid Saboni, Kevin, and the rest of you, what do you think? Why do you think somebody would hide maybe their face from camera even when they are courting you? Because this is something that people have really had to ask a lot of questions about. Some coming up with theories that DEE MWANGO has been saying they are not true. Yeah? So what exactly do you think, guys? I would wish you to engage in this discussion so that we understand whether people are just being flimsy or being, you know, nagging. Okay, Ivana Rich says maybe they are shy. And why would somebody not have pictures of their parents at all? Remember this distance relationship, sometimes people would ask for pictures, maybe like the mother to DEE MWANGO has been insisting on having pictures of the mother to the boyfriend of the daughter. But DEE MWANGO has been telling her that the boyfriend does not have any pictures. Until today they had a video call. That is when the mother had to see that mother to the boyfriend of the daughter. I'm using the African way of explaining here. I don't know whether the British in the house like Kevin would understand me, or even Enrich was said from where? You said you from, you said you're from where? You said you from, let me check again. You said something here. From Britain again or where? I'm just checking to be sure. Oh, from USA, right. Yeah, so why do you think possibly somebody would not have pictures of their parents at all? Just to show maybe to their girlfriend who is a distant, like Africa. Her relationship is Poland and Africa. Maybe let me know so that I don't make a conclusion which may not be valid with the subscribers who are following and all that. Ivan and Rich says all good. It's all good, maybe. Because you said the fact of not coming on camera when they have been in a relationship is they are shy. But then the fact of not having pictures of their parents, that's what I want to understand. Because you can see actually the mother to DEE MWANGO here in the video call is trying to ask why there are no pictures. Of course, she has been asking. And DEE MWANGO has been saying, all right. So Ivan says that it's hard to understand this because we take pictures of everything, of course. And looking at DEE MWANGO is a popular traveler. She has about 400 plus subscribers. So she takes almost everything. She has pictures of almost everything, her entire family. And then she caught somebody who knows that is who she is. And then that somebody from Poland now came to Kenya, but every time they could take videos, he could hide his face. And now here, the lady is testifying on video call that she has never had a picture of the mother, the supposed mother-in-law, you know. So it has been so hard for people to understand, because when you're doing a reaction, of course, you talk about these fellas, you know, you want to understand things to do with them, because she always tells us her life is an open box, that there's nothing she can hide, and she's happy that for her there's nothing she can hide. But then there's been something hidden about this boyfriend. First, the face. The second is about the parents. And today, he has allowed the mother to just greet the congrats, mom, but he has said the mother does not know English. I don't know. What language do people use in Poland? If you know anything, Evan and Rich or Kevin, because you people, one of you is from Britain, another one from USA. Do you know anything about the language they speak in Poland, for example? So that we really understand what exactly is happening. You are saying that there is a lot of suspicion, and of course that is what many people who follow DEE MWANGO or the critical analysts have been raising, you know, asking. Yeah, many people have been asking a lot of questions about that, because they were thinking there is something either the boy is hiding, or maybe their relationship is not really, you know, real, or something like that. So remember, DEE MWANGO has been in very many relationships, a series of relationships, including Jamaica, Nigeria, and many others before. And before she got into this relationship with the Poland guy, it was so fast that people did not understand. She had been from Nigeria with a relationship that did not really work that fast. And before that, she had been in Jamaica in another relationship that did not work. And in fact, she had had a difference with another boyfriend, leading to a conflict in which she had to pay some money out of the project they had done together, or something like videos and so on. Yeah, so guys, okay, Polish language. A lot of Europeans speak English, but they do Polish. Yeah, because I'm just wondering why this boy's mother does not speak English in the first place. Because looking at the boy when he came to Kenya, he's very young, he speaks English, and he seemed, I don't know how it's possible for people from Poland to travel. How easy is it for them than us from Africa? Does it mean we have so much restrictions than them? Like they have a European Union maybe support that makes it easy for them to travel to Kenya, you know? Yeah, so in that video, DEE MWANGO went about with the mother to the farm, you know, to the construction site to show what she's doing. And when she arrived there, let's see what happened. His accent did not sound very Polish. All right, so those are red flags. You people, at least from that place, make us understand. But there's been red flags in the entire thing. People asking a lot of questions, you know, others saying that and this, you know. So let's discuss another fact in this one, because like now the boy also says that he has learned a lot of Kiswahili, and he was just here for 1 or about 2 weeks in Kenya. He says he has learned a lot of Kiswahili because DEE MWANGO is educated. I was like, oh my God. In Kenya, people who speak Kiswahili are not all educated. In fact, Kiswahili is just a language of communication. Okay, Ivan is saying he's not an expert, but I take your word because you might be having information that some of us do not have. Now let's look at this fact of the boy claiming that within a short period he was able to learn Kiswahili. 2 weeks. I don't know. For you, Kevin, when you came to Kenya, for example, now that you are from Britain, how quick did it work for you to learn Kiswahili? For example, knowing the words, even being able to sing, because there is one video he did and he was singing a song to DEE MWANGO and people are like, okay, that song of Hasira ya nini we bwana, Hasira ya nini we bwana. He sang that song. Now here, he's communicating to the mother-in-law, the supposed mother-in-law in Kiswahili. And he's asked by a Congrant's mom, how did you know Kiswahili so much? And he said that it's because he was taught by the educated daughter. That is DEE MWANGO. And I was like, okay, let's just listen to that part. And of course, you heard that part. This one.
Do you know all this?
Because your daughter, she's an educator. That's how.
Okay. Thank you. We appreciate that.
It's one thing, hi.
Okay. His mom. How are you?
Did you hear that? That because someone is educated, then it is so easy to learn from them Kiswahili. Is that true? Because for me, I think most times when you go to a different country, you learn a language first when people are using so much maybe, or if it's the language of communication that is only available, or if you're conducting business and your clients are speaking that language. That's what I normally believe. But the theory that this boy is giving is not really slapping with me. Now let's go to the very first. There was something I saw in this video. DEE MWANGO was talking about dreams being valid, and there was somebody she found at the site. When she reached her site, she talked about having received, she was receiving this. Let's see this. Let's see this here. There are some advertisements that really come to interfere every time you're watching videos here. Here, that is it.
Yeah, that was really good. So I'm back again at the construction site, and I see I have a surprise there. Hi. Poa sana, welcome. Hi guys. Hey, asante kwa kuniweka kwa channel yako first. Thanks guys. I'm appearing in DEE MWANGO's channel. You know it's a privilege. My good name is Priska Sagati. I'm good, D. I'm happy. Like, I'm very happy for you. You are an inspiration to us. I am trying. Small. You are an inspiration. Because you know I want 10 kids. So where will my kids stay when they come home? Laughing. I saw that and I was like, even I was watching it and I was...
DEE MWANGO has dropped a bomb. She wants 10 kids. 10 kids. I don't know those who are on board. Would you have 10 kids in this generation? Even if you had a lot of money. 10 kids. That is what he has dropped. The bomb. Boom. 10 kids. Having traveled 70 countries now, she wants to settle and bear 10 kids. Elnora Ocheng says, oh my gosh, so many. But she's a wealthy. Hey, she's a wealthy mama from Nyabohanze. Why not? So she dropped that bomb yesterday in one of the videos, and we were like, in her live stream, she said she wants to bear 10 kids. Now, I want you to see the reaction from this lady who has come to donate cement to her, because people are currently donating cement and construction materials to her. Yeah? Look at this.
When you commented you want 10 kids, does Dee know that's like I will download. I'll be downloading. Ask Rocio how it is down there. Like the baby entering is not difficult, but getting out. Downloading is the thing. Uploading, it's uploading and downloading. So uploading is very simple. But
Hey. And these people use the technology language about uploading and downloading. So Sagati was like, are you serious? Are you even serious? How do you download 10 kids? Sagati was really surprised because she could not understand how somebody in this current generation would download 10 kids. And she was like, uploading them is easy, but downloading them, oh, wahala. The Nigerians would be like, wahala. So, of course, DEE MWANGO was proving a point. She said she wants to live her life, and nothing will make her think about any other thing. And she was saying she doesn't live a fake life. And this is what becomes controversial, because people keep asking, if you don't want to live a fake life, how comes that boyfriend has not been very clear to anybody, you know? So people now begin to ask, because she said in this video she wants 10 kids, and she said she'll just be downloading them anyway. It's not a problem to her. And she said because she lives her life, nothing will make her think otherwise, because she is happy. She does not fake it, you know? She does not fake her life.
And I want 10 babies, so where will they stay?
Let me tell you, Dee, you've set a trend. Actually, you started like on YouTube. I remember meeting you, like you telling me how it is earning on YouTube, and I was like, I told you I watched you first. And I was like, come on, Diana. Me used to think it's Tina Diana back on camera. Guys, this is not what you see on camera.
Yeah, it's a big project actually.
And
maybe I need to fly a drone for the kids.
Elnora Uchei is like, how can you download kids? Do you get them in Google Play Store? Let me laugh. That is exactly what she said, that she will download them. She will be downloading one after the other, if you know what I mean. After all, she has this Poland guy. You have just seen her in the camera talking to the mother-in-law and talking to the boyfriend from Poland. So when the Poland guy comes, it will be downloading one after the other. Elnora Ucheng, are you surprised? She will be doing so. She is a placed, of course, a rich mama, having traveled 70 countries and stayed in 7-star hotels, 6-star hotels, done her thing. Now she's building a big villa, comfortable for her babies, you know. She said at one point in her video that she has done what she can do, and she's going to build this villa where her children will be. They'll not be peeing in her mother's house. Let's check that place. She said something at 35:19. I remember. She said that here.
it's a different case. But you've set a trend. Like, a girl doing this, you know me, I'm a married woman. Like, I'm had to do it for my baby. But you, then.
But also I have to think for my babies also in future.
Exactly.
Because I want a lot of kids, guys. Where will they come? I don't want to take my kids to my mom's place and they pee on the beds. They can pee at their home, it's okay. They make noise.
Guys, so DEE MWANGO is telling us that when you have kids, they don't have to be at your mother's place peeing everywhere. They don't have to be in your mother's house peeing on the bed, peeing on the chairs. Hey, and I'm asking myself, like, does it mean people who take their kids to their mothers or their whatever, do they go there peeing on everything, you know? And I was just like, hey, maybe that is DEE MWANGO for you, you know? Hey.
I'm like, yes, it's your home. You make noise. Yeah, so.
Lady, I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
And, number road.
Hata yule ni wake, hata huyu ni wake.
Mpole, huyo tumekaa naye hapa ni mpole.
Wote well trained.
Ani sirano kama dikasa rusinji. Ndio chini kwanza. Na kaite. Well, thank you.
Boy, huyu ni mgeni amenitembelea hapa. Yeah.
Asante Diana.
Okay guys, so we are still on soon. And I know, like, God doesn't give you a dream, just a dream. It has to be. You know, one thing with me, I have to. This is my first one. The second one, I have to build it at the coast, you know. This year, before the year ends, I'll be having all my paperwork for my other land in Mombasa, for sure.
All right. So, guys, that is another receipt. People really questioned DEE MWANGO when she said that she was purchasing land in coast. And then, later on, after showing people the land title deed, she came out again and said that she had not bought because land in coast do not have title deeds. That is what she said. Now, in this video, she has come out again and said that by the end of the year, she will be having paperwork for her land. So that is where the controversy starts rising and people begin asking questions. So if you have been following DEE MWANGO for long, you will never have consistency of ideas. Somewhere they are broken, again they join, again, So this is one of the questions people have been raising on her. Do you really have land in cost? And at some point, she had to disengage. She had a B&B she had rented. She had to give it away and relocate to her mother's place, that is Nyabohansi. And now she's saying she wants 2 villas. Now, guys, remember, since she began building this villa, she has been asking for a lot of support from her subscribers, of course. She has been keeping saying that a bag of cement or 2 will do something. And of course, people have been giving. You can see here, Sagati, Priska has come to donate some bags of cement, about 6,000 shillings, And people are doing it every time she's on the live stream or she does ask in her videos. People keep giving. Now she's here, already set to go again build another villa in cost. How about that, What do you think? I would just wish to have your ideas also, Elnora Cheng, Walid, Saboni, Kevin, and many others. What do you think? She says that when God gives you a dream, he makes sure that you achieve it. You must achieve it. Now, in this video, we see the worker there. That worker, people have been complaining that he's working 24 hours and he should only work maybe few hours. Wanjira Peter, hi. Wanjira Peter has come back. Right. So, people have been asking questions and saying, why is this worker working 24 hours? We need 3 workers at this site. And so we saw today, DEE MWANGO came and asked this worker questions. Let's see that. We saw that at the beginning of the video. Guys, if you are doing any work, maybe especially construction, how long would you think that maybe a watchman should be there, if I may ask? And how much would you pay them? So that is the question I'm raising here. Because again, when you're doing the live stream, you expect maybe other people to give their opinions before you give yours. So I'm asking you guys, in case you have a construction which is distant from where you live, and of course DEE MWANGO is not very far, and you have built a store there. Of course, this is a mad store that so many people have been complaining about, but maybe the worker is desperate. So the desperate worker chose to be here, and in agreements, he accepted to work 24 hours, Monday to Sunday, because now he's supposed to oversee the property there and what have you. So people came about on DEE MWANGO's channel and began to make noise, telling DEE MWANGO that you should only allow the worker to be there maybe 12 hours, another one comes at night, or you give him offs, because this guy does not have time to rest. But then DEE MWANGO then decided to come in this video and prove a point. She began to ask the man, did I force you to be here 24 hours? Tell them on camera. Do you think you can work 24 hours or I get somebody else to help? Because since yesterday, there was a conflict. The worker had gone away for some hours, between 10 and 4. So when DEE MWANGO arrived at the site, she made a lot of noise, claiming that she should even sack this fella. However, she again prefers this fella because unlike other villagers, he's not a drunkard. So she said that she had found kids trying to pick some things from the site, and she thinks that people will be stealing from her. And I don't know how much she's paying because she never disclose that. However much she says that she says everything on camera. This one she did not say. So let's hear this one.
To go on. Okay. Welcome home, guys. Home sweet home. This is where I'm building my first dream villa. The project is really massive, as you all see. You're still on. You're not yet there. The foundation is everything. And the foundation here is the most. Tomorrow is a new day. God will give us a chance to pray. And if I bring somebody else, he'll be like, oh, you removed meat from my mouth. But some of you behave like DEE MWANGO is such a superpower that can tell somebody, stay here 24 hours. It's by his choice. But I'm gonna have a conversation with him and just let him know. Even if it doesn't sit well with him, I have to bring somebody else to help.
Again, Kevin says that I think 3 hours I would pay him $50. Hey, forget that one in Kenya. Hey, even the rich don't want to pay people the standard money. $50. Hey, people in Kenya don't want to work to pay you based on hours. They just assume that they have given you a duty maybe to work and they pay you monthly. You might be surprised that maybe this fella is getting even below 10,000 Kenyan shillings. 10,000 Kenyan shillings. You may be surprised, which is $10 maybe. I'm assuring you of that. But we'll be checking later for facts. However, in fact, I don't think you have to discuss with the worker and really ask him whether he will allow. The question here is on the salary. Because I think this fella, if he was being paid well even for 12 hours, he wouldn't reject. He wouldn't be forced to be here. Because let's hear the conversation, by the way, before we go so much. Because the problem with DEE MWANGO is that people give comments which are fair because, of course, if she wants to safeguard what is here. She said in her video that if this fella loses anything, he will pay for it. Do you understand that, Ingo, now? She said that in case she loses anything at the site, the fella will have to pay. That is what she said in another video. Now she comes here and she wants to again discuss with the fella whether he wants to be there 24 hours or not. But then she's not telling us how much he's paying so that people again see whether it is fair or not and actually recommend. Because sometimes in the current economy, if people are working for you, whatever will force them to sit there 24 hours might be money. Maybe this fella is finding a problem to actually say that he will stop because of the money. Now let's hear this.
No water here. So Uncle Mo is helping me get water.
Now, of course, she went to this room. I want you to look at that room, of course, and see the kind of environment this man is staying. Yeah, because I expected that once it was done this, maybe she could have put some cement, but she never did so. So let's listen here.
Moya ameenda kupump maji. This is his son, the boy. Leo nimekupata. Leo nasikia kwanza nimekuja leo nimekupata.
Hiyo umenipata. Unajua nikiwa nimetoka hapa dakika 5. Unaweza kuja unikose ukweli. Useme boy yako hapa lakini ni jana tu nimekosea. Na mpaka wakafika kunani. Ukweli jana nimeenda muda mrefu.
Kila kitu kiko sawa hapa. Ama haujui kama jana. Mimi ndo nikuambia.
Sasa chenye nimefanya hata chuma watakuwa wanafanya jioni na hesabu. Nakuwa na hesabu ya kila kitu.
Boy, watu wangu wananiambia sasa. Mimi nilikulazimisha ufanye kazi 24 hours.
Hapana.
Mimi nilikulazimisha.
Hapana.
Sasa wewe lazima tukubaliane hiyo story. Kwa sababu nawaambia it's by choice. Mimi nalazimisha mtu. Na wewe ndio umekuwa kwanza hapa.
Kweli.
Sasa nikileta mtu wa daytime.
Guys, you heard the question she's asking in Kiswahili. She started asking this fella, did I force you to be here? Did I force you to be here 24 hours? You know? Of course, this fella will not say no. The reality is that he looks tired, of course, already. And maybe the pressure and the economic challenges in the home will force him to be there. But then, maybe you should ask the subscribers or whatever, if you think really people will advise you, you should have asked, I'm paying him this for these hours. Isn't that enough for him? Then you'd ask now the fella, this is what I'm paying you for 24 hours. Are you able to stay? Now listen, this guy says he would wish to be away on Saturday and Sunday.
But sasa boy, wewe utamanage aje? Uko na familia, uko na watoto. Utakuwa unaenda kuona bibi yako hata mchana. Utakaa aje hapa 24 hours? Hata wewe uniambie hapa.
siku ya Jumamosi ni sawa, nitakuwa nakaa, lakini kuna muda nitakuwa natumana vijana wanakuja kukaa.
Kwa hivyo utakuwa unatumana vijana wako na kuja na kandu unaenda nyumbani.
Ndio naenda nyumbani.
Jumamosi mchana. Yeah, because during the week wakati tunajenga watu wako hapa.
Jumamosi na Jumapili watakuwa nakaa hapa mpaka kitu jioni hivi.
Watoto wako.
Sababu wana kazi yao.
So this guy opted to have to go away on Saturday and Sunday and have his kids come by and stay around until he comes later. Can you imagine? Now I'm just thinking, because he has not told us how much he's paying, this fella might be deciding to be there 24 hours because maybe the money will be at least better than when he's there for 12 hours. Kevin here has told us that 3 hours should be $50, but in Kenya, that is a dream, a dream. No wonder you're seeing people going even to Arabic land to work as slaves for a better pay. In Kenya, people underpay. They underpay. In fact, these agreements where somebody is desperate, people are underpaid, you know. And that is why we are not seeing her telling us anything to do with how much, you know. She's not telling us how much, but she's telling us how she will have another project in cost and what have you. Now, let's get to Cabrera. Let's get to Cabrera anyway, because I really want to finish within time so that I do other things. Now, Cabrera came out yesterday. Rocio Cabrera is the wife to Marwa. Marwa is the brother to DEE MWANGO. So let's get to that one very fast before I close this chapter, so that I will not tire you here. Is it this one? Yeah. So yesterday, Rocio came up with this video called a letter to those people who watch her.
Dear YouTube
and
family,
if you listen at it carefully,
I've been wanting to share with you.
If you listen to it carefully, of course it's AI enhanced. AI is doing it. Though I saw another video, somebody saying that AI videos will never be paid again on YouTube. Anyway, so she made this video where she's saying that she wants to share something with the subscribers. And in the video...
And today, I'm choosing to
in the video, Rocio came up speaking and saying that she's speaking the truth, that she's has a human part, and she's not on YouTube to show her perfect personality, but to grow, you know. She came up saying a lot of things.
a place of truth.
Yeah. She said that there are so many things that she does not show on camera, but she does them. And she's trying to be transparent, but sometimes when she does it, then the people who watch give comments that break her. She said that those who give such comments are not even haters. You know, they have this name of haters and her team. She said that it is her followers, her team, that sometimes gives breaking comments. And I was just relating to her comments, especially those which people gave when she was in London. People are saying, you carry your baby well, carry our baby Maisha in a stroller, you are not taking care of the baby. You know, such comments came out very clearly, and she was not very happy with them. You know, when you look at Rocio is like she wants people to only look at her content and her praise. She doesn't want people to do any critique or even give advice. That is who she is, from the little understanding I've had for her. When she comes up doing anything, she wants people just to clap or just to watch, but not to comment. You know, whenever they comment, she's like, leave me alone.
It's not always easy.
Yeah. So here she's saying that as a content creator, sometimes you go through frustrations, that you don't have easy time, you have a difficult time behind the camera, and when people are watching it on the screen, they don't see the struggle that you've gone through. That is what Rocio came out saying. Let's watch a bit. Though there's little to watch, it's much of what she says. You know?
It's real life. Creating content is not just a hobby. It's real, serious work.
So, I don't know what came to her mind. Rocio came up with this compilation of her life, you know. She came up with a compilation of her life in London, in Nyabohanse, with the family, with Concrat's mom, with Marwa, in the swimming pools, on the beaches, and the recent travel that she had to Brussels and everywhere else. She also showed how she was on the roads within the village when she's riding the motorbike, and she's going to the market with her baby. And in her long later, she was talking of how she has to be creative, how she has to go through a difficult journey, and the fact that she cannot want to trade her life with anything. However, in her later, she seemed to be kind of blaming the subscribers for talking to her and, critiquing her videos. According to her, she thinks that people think that she should be more of perfect,
Offer to you.
Yeah.
Love.
And she was saying that she has always done the videos with love, but people watch, and when they watch, even though she's expecting a positive comments, she finds a different ideologies coming out. She finds a different interpretation, and I was like, okay, of course, when you do a video, you have your perspective, but those who are watching also have different perspectives because they may not think like you. That is why we are different, different people, different colors. Different people, different colors. Yeah. Though we are same people in terms of blood, all our blood is red. But when it comes to the colors, we are different. Personality, we are different. So that's why even perspectives will be different, right?
We are connected.
So she said that there's a connection that she feels with the audience as she does her videos, right? And that her family matters a lot. But then, what surprised me in her letter, here,
sometimes the harshest comments don't come from the haters. They come from those who once called themselves fans.
So that part of her letter surprised me because I was like, who ROCIO? Are you trying to indicate that your fans are not real fans? Because they give comments, blank comments, I think people should be genuine when they're giving comments, because if somebody says your voice is not loud enough, then would I really take an offense in that? If somebody says your camera is not clear or buy a better camera, that would be a genuine concern, and I would take it. If, for example, I'm exposing myself on in my YouTubes as a traveler, and then I make a mistake in when I'm traveling, why can't the people following me make a comment, maybe correct me? I think that is a genuine concern for fans. So when she says here in her video that people who make some comments that break her down are not haters, I was like, ROCIO, I think when you're making content, you should be open. You should be open to different ideas from different people, because don't expect that people will look at what you're saying and say, man,
And yeah, painful. But still, I choose to keep going. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to stop.
Now, when she says I'm not going anywhere, I was thinking like she's responding to those people who are saying that ROCIO is going back to Argentina. Because of late, ROCIO had some meditation in which she was saying she would wish to be in Argentina, how she wishes she should be in Saint Prezuz or somewhere like that, how she wishes she should be in a village where there's an oven, where they cook using an oven, and here in the village she's not allowed to do so because Marwa says that using such items would lead to diseases like cancer and what have you. Yeah. Kevin says that's true. I've been listening. Maybe listening to Marwa or to ROCIO. All right. So, when you look at what she says, you wonder because as a content creator, when I come here, even when I'm doing what I'm doing, you people, you have really helped me. Like there's a day Kevin told me to clear my camera, and I really was appreciative, because if someone does not tell you that, today I was doing another video on Life Saga, and on that channel, and somebody told me that your voice is not loud enough, and I realized that I had muted the audio. So comments that come on YouTube, people, feel free. I'll be a free person to allow your comments, because I don't want to be fooled. I don't want people to keep coming in and telling me you are doing great, and without telling me you can subsidize this. Because like Kevin told me that I should do nature work, and I'm really planning to do that, because if you don't listen to your fans, what exactly are you doing? What exactly are you doing? You're supposed to do what the fans want, you know? Like if they tell you today, show us the rivers within your place, you can go look for one and show it. If they tell you maybe show us the buildings or the crops around the place, you can show that. And that's what I actually bought the Kelvin's idea, which I'll do once I plan for it. Yeah. So Rocio is like, she does not want people to actually tell her anything, because in that letter,
Not because I owe it to anyone.
she said she doesn't owe anything to somebody, and she will do what she promised herself. She will not stop, she will not relocate. And I was like, okay, some people have been pressing her, saying that she might be relocating to Argentina, because from her latest meditation, she was talking as if she's not very comfortable with the villa, you know. And sometimes people commenting, why did you ignore your mother-in-law? Some saying, why did you not start feeding solid foods to your baby? And she comes up, she's so annoyed, and she says, you think I don't know how to be a mother? I always feed my baby on that, and I've already started, so don't make assumptions. I am learning, but I'm doing it, or else I'll stop sharing my life with you people, you know. That is what Rocio has been doing, and we are like, okay, what an outburst for? What is the outburst for? You know, like when you look at my life, I do a lot of videos on Facebook, professional. I get to TikTok a bit just for fun, and there is here YouTube with the 4 channels that I have. One which is faceless, totally on moral stories. Another one which is music. I try to create some music. And if you'll tell me that my music needs to improve, then on Music Hills as a channel, I'll take it and see what to improve. Then I have another channel known as Life Saga TV, political. I go political in that one, and also go through murder mysteries. Then this one, edutainment for us, is about reactions on social matters. It's about educational content, and maybe some entertainment aspects, and nature walks and such things, and travel vlogs if I'll start. So I don't see how somebody would come here and comment without abusing me, because if you're not abusing me, telling me to shut up, if you tell me to shut up, that's when I'll say no. Hey, my mouth is here to speak, so I will not shut up. But if you just comment that I have to correct something, I think I'll embrace that. So guys, let's proceed to hear this Rocio telling us what she's really.
To share honestly and to create boldly.
She wants to create boldly, share honestly, and do things creatively in a journey that is too much for her. Yeah, but it is showing her that she's vulnerable, but at the same time she has the biggest gift. Yeah, so she has said that she has been able to reflect into herself because of this YouTube journey. She has also interacted with people, and she has been able to explore into wonderful things and to overthink. But she will not have a perfection. Of course, Rocio, nobody expects you to be perfect. Nobody. At this point, she says that
sometimes I really wonder what kind of impact my videos really have.
I got disconnected without knowing. Anyway, so Rocio really meditates a lot in her letter, and she says that she's going through a journey, and she knows that she's more of a mirror. Yeah, that her life has been lucky, you know, as you can see.
So Whether you've been here from the very beginning or this is your first time.
Now, of course, you understand that ROCIO has really traveled the world because of Marwa. Unfortunately, Marwa came about yesterday saying that even though in past, Marwa used to be, what can I say? Marwa used to be such a man that could go in any place, and wherever he goes to a place, he has to book a girlfriend there. He could book a girlfriend from every place he's gone. I think he's traveled around 100 countries. And everywhere he went, he could book for a girl. And even when he started to construct his villa, he was doing that villa to create some kind of pleasure house, or rather a brothel, for whereby people could come, party, mingle with young girls and go away. But in the process, he got to find ROCIO on the streets of Mexico when she was singing, and they met. And after that, I think she got a baby, and so they started this relationship. And now they are living like baby mama and baby baba, because they have not officialized their marriage, of course. And Maro is still talking about having so many babies, like 10 babies, just like DEE MWANGO. He also claims that he wants, he may have many women. So this one makes ROCIO fear a lot. And therefore, it seems that most of the time, Marwa has to be a bit of restrained by her. That is why he cannot go into the video shooting that he used to do. If you can check on Marwa, you can actually understand who he was and why the wife is so worried about him. So in the live stream that he did yesterday also, because these people keep making videos, and he did a live stream yesterday. And on that live stream, people asked him questions. Yeah. Like there was somebody who asked him,
what is the advice you would give a 34-year-old man, no income, no family? What happened? No. Why did you again retracted? It was a good question. I'm 34 years old. One thing I can tell you is it's never lost. It's never lost. Putting electricity,
There was that question here. Somebody asked that question here.
Oh, we don't know if it's a baby boy or a baby girl, but beautiful baby. Thank you so much. The village is growing, Congratulations. Having a baby is not a joke. It's not a joke, guys.
Let me see. What minute was that?
Growing, and in the spirit of supporting others, I held the hand.
I'm just trying to look at that minute before I end this video.
Praying that Baba Mario is sincere. It's just me, but I feel something uneasy about the situation and him. No, we pray for him also, and we did our part. You see, for example, Baba Mario, when he came here, more protective to your brand. Yeah, you've realized, even though I'm helping people, but it's on a very different line. Very, very different. I'm not saying that I have money in my pocket, but when I'm home, I do a lot of changes, like we are building one.
Where is this part? If I don't find it, guys, you'll forgive me. But I was trying to find this part.
House from scratch to the end. Okay. Even American grandma was buying land. She wrote herself and me as a custodian. Okay. Like this, to be honest, because I've never gone through them. But probably when we do the process of Jamaican uncle, maybe somebody not 100% true, because that road does not only come to my home. It goes to the church, it goes to my neighbors, it goes to Uncle Mo, it goes to my mama's house over there, it goes to Mama Ann. Those are the people, it goes to my Yugno. And even we can extend it and we can have it go, we can even tarmac the entire village. But
okay, so Maro is promising to tarmac the entire village.
So only funds it. But this one that you have to register days before, you have to submit where you're staying, your flight tickets. Yes. All right, guys. Next question, guys. Today's Q&A. Q&A, guys. Just watching.
Q&A. I wanted to ask a question but restrain myself. I'll ask
not
next
just to the
time.
villa. Sometimes people say I am making a road to my home. GoPro. PRC. Paper. Guitar.
Yeah, so guys, if you've been following Marwa,
Together.
there are a lot of people who follow and say he inspires. Of course he does.
If I haven't, I go to God, I want to go as a man who had bread.
Where is this
It's
question?
not very good to eat food. Again, it's not even very good to eat a lot of food. It can even cause problems. Yes, thank you guys for your support.
Hey.
Janet Harry does this, but today you're telling us this. For example, if you've rented a car, don't say, I bought a car. Tell you a story why I didn't show up. Me, if I'm not sick, just know I have to show up. One requirement.
I can't get that part, guys, but there is a place Marwa was saying that the wife does not allow him to take videos with the girls anymore. And of course some reactors were like, of course they don't, because they understand maybe your past. She doesn't want you to go back to that,
Bible story, just
and another one was like,
remain professional. Yes, I'll try as much as possible. But me, sometimes I make funny jokes, and those jokes may not go well. It's not like flattering, but
flirting, not flattering.
me, when I'm speaking, I'm very open. I'm very open, and I speak my mind sometimes. The forest up there, and then we can do some. Go in the river, find a peaceful place, take your shower.
Can you imagine? This guy is still bathing in the river, however rich he is. But he still fears he can't take videos with the young girls. I think he got to a level whereby he understood that it was not really fun with everybody else.
Connecting to the Lake Victoria, heading all the way to the Mediterranean. Shower, connect. Even sleep there even 10 seconds and just feel that water flowing like this. And say,
hey guys, can you bathe in the river, in the public river? Marwa is telling us to go bathe in the public river and expose ourselves to the sun and just take a breath. Would you take that? Because a lot of people have been really against this aspect in Nyabohansi.
Those people are hiding, let them hide. But the day they will die, they will be washed.
That because when he dies, he will be washed.
Let me end this live stream.
Because when he dies, he will be washed. And so you people are hiding in the bathrooms. Will have to be also bathed when you die. That's what he's telling us.
My wife would be easy to understand me and understand that I do not have hidden agendas. Yeah. Because I used to do a lot of street interviews. They would get even millions of views. But some of you will say, Rocio, did you see how that girl smiled at Marwa? Hey! Girl, you keep sleeping. Then now, trouble in paradise. Bejo, thank you so much.
Now, did you hear that one? We will end with that one, by the way, because I was not focused on Marwa today. So Marwa is testifying here that he stopped doing street interviews because the wife will not be okay with it. That people will say he smiled at a lady and all that. And I was like, okay, there are so many people who are still creating content and they're okay, they have wives. But if it brings in enough money, why not? As long as you can be professional, then I don't think there's a problem. Unless Marwa knows that he has a weakness. Unless, yeah? Because I don't see any problem with whatever you do. Even if people will come by and say, look at how somebody smiled, look at how somebody touched and whatever. As long as you are doing professionally and there's nothing, no strings attached, I don't think Rocio should have a problem with that, because she met you when you're doing this kind of thing. You are creating content on the street, interviewing and what have you. So I was really wondering why Marwa stopped doing that, and now he has revealed in this video. Anyway, God bless. Have a nice time, people. Adios. We've had a nice moment with a lot of people coming live, and we've taken 1 hour, 11 minutes and some seconds. So thank you so much. God bless. Let's meet again in another discussion, or rather reaction. Bye bye.